what is
So
busiest.
yeah, she's not as grumpy as she was in the first trimester.
Yeah, I was very grumpy. I mean, in our house has always been his job and not mine. It didn't change with the pregnancy or anything.
I am Monica from Friends. Like, I like things.
He is very particular, and we would fight about those things. Like initially in our marriage, that why did you touch fridge with your oily hands?
Actually introduce your wife to our viewers?
Sure.
Let's hear her perspective, which hopefully will be the true perspective.
Yeah. I would also love to hear that.
Okay.
So meet Hina.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Darling wife.
Good. How are you?
Okay. I am very sure that the idea for having the flowers in the background is clearly yours.
You will be surprised.
Actually, no, it's not mine.
Okay, Vikas 1-0 on that one. There is some truth.
He goes for grocery shopping these days because of coronavirus. Me and Nora don't go. And then the last time he went grocery shopping, he got those flowers.
So earlier in the conversation, Vikas was bragging about the fact that he's very disciplined. He's pitch perfect with all the responsibilities that have been split between both of you. Can I ask your opinion? What responsibilities has Vikas actually taken, number one, and how does he measure up to them?
So he's the cleaner of the house. I do not clean. I don't do dishes. I don't do laundry. I mean, I used to do laundry, but I have stopped now. Mm-hmm. And so I cook.
That reminds me, we have laundry to be
dry. Yeah, so like I help him fold a little bit, but yeah, putting in washer and everything else, it's like too much bending I don't want to do. It's not that I cannot do, but I don't want to do, so it's just on him now. Yeah.
Love that.
So I cook, and then even homework we split between us. Like sometimes he does gets the kid to do the homework, the other times I do it. And then like with the kid, we have religiously split every responsibility.
Both of you are very particular about the fact that kids' responsibilities we both will split equally, whether it's putting the kid to sleep on time in the evening. I probably heard reading as well at some point earlier. Why this emphasis on dividing that 50-50? What's the thought process?
I think that was more organic.
Right? Yeah, but actually also I remember like with my bad cop nature, Hina noticed that the kid is bonding more with her. And she was like, you need to actually make an effort to spend time, quality time, and make sure.
Like happy time, not just scolding time. Yeah.
So that's why kind of she makes an effort. Like we had, not right now, but before, like, hey, every Thursday, can you come early, pick the kid from school and take her and do something, just dad, daughter for an hour.
Okay. Like fun stuff.
Some fun stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like hers and mine hobbies are also a lot same. Like we both paint, and she goes to music class, and I know a little bit about music, so we do piano practices together and other stuff. So we do have common hobbies, which she does not have so many common hobbies with him. But now they have bonded over gardening. So that's one thing that they both do together. And so I guess that, and then also there were some rules that I imposed and the others one that he did. So the ones that I imposed, I was more responsible for those, and the ones that he did, he was more responsible for those.
Having fun, building a relationship which has a lot of fun and love, etc. It doesn't come naturally to some men. First of all, do you agree with that? Do you think that was true in your case? And do you appreciate the fact that had Hina not pointed it out to you, it may not have come to your attention as much?
So I would say it's more like a personal nature. Like some people would be more about like kids should do certain things certain way, and I am more like looking at things from kids' perspective. And also growing up, we had like a very fun relationship with our dad, and like playing games and like summer nights doing Ludo parties and whatnot. So those things are attached with the very happy memory for me. And so that's why I wanted her also to have like these happy memories of a family time together. So, and then family means both mom and dad, not just mom. So.
No, yeah, I totally agree with with the points you made, where it does not actually come naturally to me. I don't look at it from a kid's perspective. So, like for example, like she's painting on the counter, and if the brush strokes outside the book and goes to the counter, I am like, hey, like be careful, like don't spill the color and whatnot. And Hina is like, she's just enjoying her like time, like just let it be. You can just wipe it off later, right? So that kind of like I have a very disciplined focus towards doing things, and I'm not looking at it from a kid's perspective. So that makes me not connect with her on the fun level, like um, so then that's why like we have been doing more jigsaw puzzles together, just spending more time with her.
Okay, I do want to point out that Kiara very lovingly peeped from the back, right?
Yeah.
Either from the front or the back, because I saw some kind of a reflection over there. Hi, Kiara. You're welcome to join if you want to come in.
You want to come and say hi? No.
She's like, no, I'm going to be the silent observer. So yeah, what was it for the first time looking at the baby, and obviously hearing the heartbeat?
Yeah, that's special. I mean, you can't really describe it in words, but it's because as we told you that we were not sure that it is gonna like our gestation would be there. So to be able to hear the heartbeat and everything, that was really special.
And Vikas, what was your reaction? Were you analyzing like how many heartbeats, etc., typical
Yeah.
discipline style? And then Hina had to tell you, okay, Vikas, just relax, have fun.
We both were. I mean, yeah, we had to. So like blood counts and HCGs and so many other, like we have matrices that we had to meet to be able to have a viable gestation. So we were analyzing a lot of things.
Okay. So switching roles. So Hina, what do you think has been Vikas's, toughest part of the entire journey right now, the last few months?
I would say, yeah, the firstly, like not knowing, like the scary part was when we didn't really know that if it was a viable gestation or not. So that was the first. And then the second one was like I was vomiting like crazy and I had no strength, and he had to take care of the kid like completely, like feed her, feed me, and so he did a good job with that. And I guess he must have been so tired too, but that would have been the hardest.
Good stuff, Vikas. So clearly, you're doing some good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hina looks happy. Tips B for first-time dads and moms.
So there are a lot of pregnancy books, and we like read through them, and people are prepared for like what to expect during pregnancy and even during labor. What we don't prepare for is how drastically your life changes after the baby is here.
Mm-hmm.
So when Kiara was born, that was one shocker that came to us, that oh my god, like this is not what our life used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that along with reading about pregnancy and labor, also a little bit read about how to like calm a baby, how to swaddle them, how to change diapers, and like a little bit more about how your life is gonna change when the baby is here.
Okay.
And other than that, like you have never been responsible for a little tiny human, and you actually do not know what to do with that baby. And like to just give you an example, the first 2 months are the slowest after the baby is born. And like baby will cry and you won't know why the baby is crying. And we had so many such instances where we took her to doctor just to find out that she just needed to be held, or like she wasn't drinking her milk, and we got there and doctor took her in his arms and then she just drank up the whole bottle. So
I have a few tips for that. So get a toy. This is your first toy which you give to your kid on day one. So buy a toy. So my daughter was Kiara. We got a Lion King. So Kiara is actually the daughter of Simba. Lion King.
Okay.
So,
wow. Is that how you named her?
Kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, we'll buy that one.
Yeah, so get a toy. The biggest decision of your life is what you'll name your kid, because like if you don't want a kid to hate their name and blame it on their parents, like, hey, like why did my dad or mom name it this? So, and that's something that sticks with them throughout, right? So it's a big you feel a big responsibility in naming kids. So I think that was a big one for me. And second, your friends will change. You will only hang out with people who have kids, because nobody has patience for parents with kids who don't have kids, right? Like they don't understand like 10 p.m. is late. They don't get that, right? So even if after like 6 months or 10 months after you have the kid, you can only hang out with people who have kids.
Like, I'll give you an example. When we came to California, one of our couple friends, they didn't have kids, and they pinged us at 9 in the night and like, hey, we are going to San Francisco to see the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, do you want to join us? We're like, no, it's like midnight here.
Okay. Well, with those wise words from Hina, I'll hang up. Thank you so much, Vikas and Hina. It was lovely having you on this channel, and for your lovely daughter who peeked from the background.
Yeah, no, thank you, Deep, for like talking to us. It was great to share our feelings, and a lot of things which you keep in your head but you don't talk doesn't really come out. So I think this has been a great experience of sharing, and then also putting a perspective on like, okay, why we are doing what we're doing.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this as well. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.